And the external interrupt programs we have written already, and we have verified using Keel software, right? So in this class, I'm going to demonstrate the external interrupt concept with the help of Proteus software. Okay, it's a very simple concept I took. Okay, this is our microcontroller, 80C51 microcontroller. It's almost similar to 8051 microcontroller, right? So external interrupt port 3.2, port 3.3. These two pins are external interrupt. Okay. If any external interrupt occurs through this INT0 and INT1, external interrupt 0, external interrupt 1. Okay. So if any interrupt occurs, then microcontroller start execute interrupt service routine from the default address location. So what is the default address location of the interrupt? Which is given here. Interrupt 0, external interrupt 0 occurs by default from the address location 00003. So whatever code is written, that will be executed. Whenever the external interrupt 1 occurs from the address location 0013, whatever the programs written to service for the corresponding interrupt, that will be executed. Okay. So in this example, I have taken a simple concept like whenever the external interrupt 0 occurs, whenever the external interrupt 0 occurs, the LED which is connected to port 10, the LED which is connected at port 1.0 need to be blink on, off, something like that. And whenever the external interrupt 1 occurs, the LED2 which is connected to port 2 should be turn on, or some kind of blinking instructions. Okay, so it's a simple program. And port 0, port 0 7th pin, port 0 7th pin, I have connected another LED which is always turn on, which is always turn on. So we studied already, whenever port 0 act as the output port, we have to connect a external pull-up resistor. Okay, so we studied that concept in internal circuits of all the port. So here port 0 I have connected one LED. So connected one pull-up resistor which is connected to plus 5 volt. So this is the source. By default, the symbol indicate plus 5 volt. The circuit connection. Okay, INT0 interrupt occurs, LED connected to port 10 need to turn on. INT1 interrupt occurs, the LED which is connected to port 2 must be, port 20 must be turned on. That's it. LED connected to port 0 is always on. This is a concept I have taken. So in case in the examination, if they specified some logic, you have to write the program accordingly. Okay. So we'll discuss the program first. Okay. For interrupt related programs, interrupt enable register. We have to configure this interrupt enable register. I want to enable this external interrupt 1, external interrupt 0. Globally, first enable all the interrupt by make this particular pin as 1. So 85. Okay, and enable this one, enable this one. First global enable and global disable. Global disable meaning all the interrupt will be disabled. We enable all the interrupt enable, but we can enable or disable the particular interrupt by writing 0 or 1. Okay, so to enable external interrupt 1, external interrupt 0, this is the pattern. So 1000000100. This is nothing but an hexadecimal 85H. So interrupt enabled register loaded with 85H. INT 0, default location 0003. So in 0003 location, you write the concept according to the given problem or according to the user application. Okay. INT 10013. In the 0013 address location onwards, you write your interrupt service routine. In this example, just on LED and off LED, that's it. Okay. So start the program, jump, start. I written the main code from 0100 location. Port 0 configured as output by writing 00. Now accumulator loaded with FF 111111 ones, and those 8 ones, that is FF moved to P0. Okay, so P0 is logic high now. P0 loaded with 1. So we have connected on LED at P0, so that LED will be always on. Next, port 1, port 2 initially 00. Port 1 is initialized by 0, port 2 are initialized by 0. Next, move interrupt enabled register 85. 85 mean we are enabling external interrupt 1 as well as external interrupt 0. That's it, your main code. Wait, a jump wait. This particular line indicate microcontroller wait for the external interrupt. Suppose if I press this particular switch, suppose if I press this particular switch, INT 0 interrupt will be occurs. Okay. INT 0 meaning by default address location of interrupt service routine 0003. So now the program flow by it will go to this particular interrupt service routine. So what is the code written over there? Accumulator loaded with FF, that value moved to P1. Give some delay and take the complement of the accumulator, again move it to P1. So this is similar to just blink your LED which is connected to port 1. Then return from interrupt. When we have to use RETI, whenever the interrupt service routine available, the last line of the program, return, RETI, return from interrupt service routine. Now it will come back to your main program. Just turn on and off the switch. Don't continuously keep on position. Just turn on and off, switch 1. Okay. Suppose if the switch 2 is pressed, which is connected to external interrupt INT1 complement. Okay. Let us assume this switch is pressed and this is open now. This is open now. Now INT1. What is INT1 default address location 0013? So in the 0013 address location, what logic you have written, accordingly controller will follow that. So accumulator loaded with FF, move to P2, give some delay, take the complement of accumulator, again give it to P2. Delay, return to main program. Okay. So delay program, this is your wish only. Just I have written, I taken one R0 register loaded with FF. Decrement this R0 register until 0. One simple delay program. So from this service routine, to go to your main program, you have to write a return, RET. But interrupt service routine, INT 0, timer 0 overflow, INT 1, timer 1 overflow, serial port. These are all default location. Okay. From this interrupt service routine to come back to main program, we have to mention return from interrupt. Normal subroutine program, we have to use return instruction, RET sufficient. Okay, a call delay, the delay will be executed. Return meaning it will come to the next line. A call delay, delay program will be executed. Then it next line from return. Return. Here return from interrupt meaning it will go to main program. It will go to main program. Okay. So very simple logic I written. External interrupt 0, the LED which is connected to port 1 should toggle. External interrupt 1, the LED which is connected to port 2 should be toggle. One more LED I connected at P0, that is always turn on. Okay. Whenever we are using port 0 as output mode, external pull-up resistor we must connect. Okay. So circuit diagram that we discussed already. It's very simple connection only. Now generate the hex file using Keil software. Project. Same program. I have typed in this Keil software. Okay. Select your device 11.0592 megahertz. Output, create hex file, and OK. I have added my source file, this project. Now translate. 0 errors, 0 1. Okay. If error is there, hex file will not generate. So you have to correct your code and build it, rebuild it. Now hex file will be generated. Next, open your Proteus software. Okay, very simple connection. On microcontroller, one LED. I have selected a LED light and resistor. You change your resistor value 330 ohm. Okay, this one is single pole single switch, single pole single throw, SPST for port 1 port. While creating projects itself, the microcontroller will be selected by default, right? And then you go to your part list. In the part list, you type LED. So many LED will be available. From this, you select which LED you want. Similarly, switch. You want to select switch, many switch will become. Double pole, double throw, single pole, single throw. Whichever switch you want, you can select it. Okay. And resistor. I think many resistor will be available. You take any resistor, but change your resistor value directly. Okay. Controller, LED, and some switches. You know ground, from where to select ground? Terminal mode. In the terminal mode, ground power will be available. Power source needed for us for this to connect the pull-up resistor. This is by default. This is plus 5 volt. By default, this one is plus 5 volt. Next, ground. Ground will be available. Don't connect the ground with any of the IO device directly. Using wire, we have to connect the ground. Okay. Now, how to load the hex file? double click on the microcontroller. Stop it first. Double click on the microcontroller. I have created the project name external interrupt for Proteus demo. By default, the object folder will be created where the hex file available for us. Open that hex file and say okay. Now run the simulation. Okay. So this LED always turn on. Suppose if I connect port 1, this LED must be just on off. Okay. Port 1, that is interrupt 0 occurs. When interrupt 0 occurs, what the controller must do? We have written the program already, right? This LED must be on off. Okay. When the interrupt occurs at INT1, the LED connected with port 2.0 must be on off. That way we have written the code. Okay. So this is a simple demonstration about external hardware interrupts of 8051 microcontroller. So I have shared the Proteus file yesterday.